Hello YouTube, this is Jacob from the Airsoft team. Today we're going to be talking about what kind of mags are there. Now, standard mags are usually with AEGs. You get what's called a high cap magazine, and what it is there's a wheel on the bottom. I'll show you a close up later. And if you listen, you wind it and the BBs get pushed up through here. And this whole compartment right here is filled with BBs, so you generally get 300 to 400 BBs in one magazine. Now, disadvantages to this magazine is that about every 10 shots you have to wind it again because the BBs have to get pressurized. And these tend to come in tan and gray like this, and they are on average about $30 depending on which brand you get. Now, this is a flash mag. Not many people know about these, but they are the new type of flash mags, and this is actually one of the new ones I've gotten, and I like them very much for a couple of reasons. They are about the same as high caps in a few ways. One of the ways being that they hold about 360, 300 rounds, somewhere around there. But the thing is about flash mags, you don't have to wind because there's a little hatch on the bottom. You open it like that, open it, and there's a little cable, and then you pull it like that, just about 3 times, and then you have a continuous stream of BBs through the whole thing, and then you can just run through the whole mag without winding it again. Now, one thing I didn't mention about the high caps is that there's a door, a little door right here that you slip open, and then you just pour the BBs in. And yeah. And if you want to release the tension for high caps, there's a little switch here, which I'll show you in a minute. And there's also mid caps, like they look basically the same as high caps, and they come in different kinds. There are 75 round mid caps, there are 120 round mid caps, and 100 round mid caps. And what you do is you get a speed loader, and these come in different sizes. They can be about this big or this big, like a pistol one. And you basically push the BBs in to the mag, and then you don't have to wind or pull any cables or anything. It just feeds through, but it only holds about 100, which is why some people don't get them. They cost on average about $20, and the flash mags are about $22. And mid caps come in just the regular mid caps, which kind of look like this, and then they also make Magpul PTS P mags, which are mid caps, but they are rubberized on the outside. They are very durable, and they are great magazines. And then there's also pistol magazines, like this MP7 magazine, which is also considered a pistol magazine. And these mags, you have to pull down this little spring right here, which I'll show you in a minute, and then you push the BBs in with a pistol speed loader like this. You just push it in there. And then most pistol magazines have gas on the bottom, or they're gas filled because they're gas blowback. So you have to get some green gas and put it in there for about 10-15 seconds depending on which kind of mag you have. And these tend to be around $50 if you have a pistol, because they are technically gas pressure chambers, so they're pretty expensive. And pistol mags hold about 23 to 18, depending on if it's a single stack or double stack. And what that means is if it's single stack like this, or no, this isn't single stack, this is double stack, which means the BBs go like this, like in the chamber, and then there's one here, one here, one here, and here, so you have more BBs. And a single stack is just a line, so you have less BBs. Okay, so this is the high cap magazine. It has a door right here, right in there, see in the light. And the BBs go in there, and then to close it, you just snap it, and it should click like that. This is the tension release button if you over torque your high caps. Now, one thing about high cap magazines, I learned this today, I broke one of mine, is that you should not over torque it because there's a little spring in here that winds up, and if you wind it up too much, it snaps and breaks, so don't do that. And like I said, these hold about 450 rounds. Now, this is the flash mag. As you can see, it has no wheel, and instead it has a little knob right there. You open it, and then you can see you see this little tab right here, and then you pull that. It has to be facing down. Pull it. Hold on. There we go. And then it goes back in like that. And then you just pull it about 3 to 4 times, and it should feed the whole entire magazine. And just as the head caps goes in right in there. Okay, sorry guys, I didn't have any mid caps available, so we're just gonna have to skip on to the next magazine that I have. This is a K2A ATP pistol magazine, just for those of you out there. And this magazine, you have to pull, see how there's a spring right there? And there's a knob. You have to get your fingernail in there, pull it all the way down, and it should stay there. Then you push the BBs in, like so. So you line it up, and then you go in there like that. And since this is a double stack, looks something like that, as you can see. And then to release the spring tension, there's the bottom half of the button right there. Press it, BBs go up. Now this is the SMG magazine, and as you can see, it's kind of the same thing. There's a spring, and then you just pull it all the way down, and then you shove the BBs in there the same way you do with the other pistol magazine. And one thing about both of these is that there is a nozzle in here, if you can go in there, and there's a nozzle in there. And then what you do is you put the green gas in there, green gas, and then you put this nozzle right in there, and then you fill it for about 10 to 15 seconds, and you have to push down on the nozzle and gas will come out. And here is the gas release button on both of them. If you feel that you overfilled your magazine or you just don't want gas in them, you do this. You press down on it, and it should go like this, like that. Release all your gas. Oh, it's really cold. Anyway, whoa, really, really cold. There. Ow, that's like really cold. Okay, anyway. And that's how you release all your gas, and as you can see now, it's pretty easy to press the button in. Jeez. Oh, so cold. Anyway, and you do the same with this one. And that's going to do it for the magazine review, guys. This is just to help inform you on the different types of magazines, so I hope now you know what to buy. And thanks for watching, guys. Wondering why we're all wearing weird eye protection? It's because you should always be safe when you're playing airsoft. These are some regular goggles with a plastic lens. These cost on average about $30 to $50. And these are mesh goggles, and they are $8 on average. And these are mesh face masks, and they are on average $10. And that is his paintball mask, and those are on average $20. So as you can see, it doesn't cost that much to be safe. So be safe, guys.